Hello, my name is Keith Bailey. Here to do my picks for NFL Week 13. Week 13. As stated last time, I'm 117, 58, and 1 with my picks. Damn tie. And I figure, you know what? This week is a very tough week to pick. I'm picking not who I want to win the game, but who I think is going to win. I also believe that it's time to stop picking conservative, because I've been doing that a little bit recently, and I need to get gutsy if I want to catch the top expert. He has 120 wins, and my goal is to beat all the experts on Pick Watch, which is basically every single expert from every single website that does NFL picks, and I'm only 3 games back. If you look at the website, I think tied for 4th out of 95 experts, and my goal is to win. So to do that, I'm going to take some gutsy picks this week, and it's later on in the picks, but I'll get to them. First game, Green Bay at Detroit, Thanksgiving. I'm picking the Lions, and I'm picking the Lions to win 31 to 24. I think Matt Flynn is going to keep the game a lot closer than Green Bay's been able to keep it the last couple weeks, but I just don't see Detroit losing on Thanksgiving. I think they finally get that Thanksgiving win that they've been craving for so long. Next up, Raiders at Cowboys. Dallas should be able to take care of business, but I'm picking the Cowboys. I'm picking the Cowboys to win 23 to 17. I think Oakland's going to keep it a little close, though. They are playing very good football. The Raiders are. Got to give them props. And Dallas, especially, they're playing 2 straight road. No, they're not. They're at home. Excuse me. But coming off a win against the Giants, you know, that was a divisional matchup. They can't look past a team like Oakland. Next up, Steelers at Ravens. A lot of people are picking the Steelers. I'm picking the Ravens in this game. Mainly because I don't see the Steelers sweeping Baltimore. I just really don't see it. I think the Ravens are going to win 26 to 21 over Pittsburgh. The Steelers have been playing very good ball recently, but as much as I want the Steelers to win, I don't think they're going to win. Reason I want the Steelers to win because I'd rather have a team we beat tie with us if Tennessee does win this weekend. Because if Baltimore wins, they're 6-6, and we haven't played Baltimore. So I don't want to rely on a stupid tiebreaker when we already have one in the bag if we were to be tied with Pittsburgh because we beat them already. So I'm a Steelers fan this Thanksgiving, but I think the Ravens are going to win. Next game, Jaguars at Browns. I'm picking Cleveland to win 20 to 10. The Jags offense against that Browns defense is a mismatch. And I don't see Cleveland losing at home to Jacksonville. Granted, Jacksonville has been playing well recently, but Cleveland's not going to look past them. They need every win and every opportunity they can get. And the Jags are playing 2 straight road games. I think the Browns take it 20 to 10. Next game, Buccaneers at Panthers. Picking the Panthers. I thought about this game for a while because the Bucs have been playing very hot recently, but the Bucs are playing 2 straight road games, and the way Carolina's been playing right now, I don't think they're going to get upended at home against Tampa. I don't see it happening. I think the Panthers are going to win. Tampa is traveling a little bit north, where it has been a little groggy, a little very wintry up here actually. We got like 6 inches last night of snow this early in November. Well, it's not early in November, but normally you don't get the heavy brunt of the snow until December or January, so it happens. But I'm picking the Panthers to win 28 to 23. I think it's going to be close. Bears at Vikings. I'm picking Minnesota in this game because with the way the Rams were able to run against Chicago last week, can you imagine what Adrian Peterson's going to be able to do? against this team. Adrian Peterson had one of his best weeks last week. And Chicago's cold right now. Minnesota's getting them at a very good time. And they're at home. I think the Vikings are going to win. I think they're going to win by a score of 19-17. Next up, New England at Houston. I'm picking the Patriots to win, and I'm picking them to win 30-20. I think Houston's going to keep it a little close because the Patriots are coming off a very, very big win, and the Texans might be playing pissed off because they just lost to Jacksonville, but I don't see a potential for upset here. I really don't. Next up, Tennessee at Indianapolis. My heart is telling me to pick Tennessee. My head is telling me no way in hell. I'm gonna go with my heart. I'm gonna pick Tennessee in this game. Not because I want to, not because I want them to win. There could be a little bit of bias involved, but with the way the Colts have been playing recently, could you blame a fan like me for seeing an opportunity like this? Indianapolis, Tennessee actually has a better point differential than Indianapolis. I think we're +4 in points scored versus points allowed, and the Colts are +3, and the Colts are 2 wins ahead of us. I think that says something about the nature of our team, that we're pesky and we're not going to go away. Whereas Indianapolis, they play a bad half and they give up. Have you seen their first half stats? The Indianapolis Colts lost games to the Rams and Cardinals by a combined score of 78-19. And the Colts beat the... How do you manage to beat the Niners and Seahawks but lose to the Rams and Cardinals in crazy fashion, might I add? I think Tennessee's going to win 28-27 over our division rivals. I don't see Tennessee going 0-4 in the division. It just doesn't ring right. I know we don't have the best division record, but when you look at the way Indianapolis has been playing right now, their consecutive streaks of winning a game after losing a game is bound to snap at any point with the way they've been playing. And I think it ends up against Tennessee. If it was another team traveling to Indy, I would probably pick them too if they were around the same talent as Tennessee. It's just who they happen to play. Next up, Miami at the Jets. I'm picking the Jets. The Dolphins are traveling north. That's all I have to say. And it has been bad here. I do live in New York, and the Jets are part of New York. And the Dolphins don't really play well away from home. That's something I've noticed. Look, they've beaten the Bengals at home. They came close to beating the Panthers at home. They beat the Chargers at home. Very convincing wins. However, when you look at who they've played on the road, I just don't see them beating the Jets. I think the Jets are going to win by a score of 23-16. Next game, Cardinals at Eagles. I thought about this game long, and I thought about this game hard. It took me 5 minutes to finally make up my mind. I'm picking the Cardinals. You could give cases for either team to win. You could say the Eagles are coming off a bye and they're playing their best football. You could say Arizona's coming off a throbbing of a playoff contender and they've won 4 straight games in convincing fashion and they play solid defense. I'm going with the Cardinals. I'm going with the Cardinals because with the way they shut down Indianapolis last week, holding Andrew Luck, those kinds of stats, I think they can hold in. I think they can hold up. They could hold Philadelphia. That means I see the Cardinals being 8-4 after a 3-4 start. I think the Cardinals are going to win by a score of 27-24. The Eagles don't particularly play well at home either. So that is a pick for me. Falcons at Bills in Toronto, picking the Bills. Falcons are outside their dome in the cold weather against the Bills team that has something to prove coming off of a bye week. That's a recipe for disaster. I'm sorry. The Falcons, I think they're going to lose 30-13. I think the Bills are just going to totally throb them and expose them. Sorry, Falcons. But you guys are on the brink, and I don't think you can beat Buffalo. St. Louis at San Francisco. I'm picking the St. Louis Rams in an upset. That's right. I know it's not the biggest of upsets, but when you look at the way the Rams have been playing recently, how can you not at least think about picking them for an upset against San Francisco? This is a division rivalry. The Rams were 1-0-1 against them last year. Yeah, they got smoked earlier this year by the 49ers. Yeah, it was at home. But you know what? It's okay for an opponent to get smoked every once in a while. Look at what the Jets and Patriots went through a couple years ago. Didn't the Patriots smoke them on Monday Night Football? Jets came right back and beat them at home in New England in the playoffs. I think the St. Louis Rams are going to take this one 21-14. Picking the Rams. Next up, Bengals at Chargers. I'm picking Cincinnati because I know they're traveling all the way to the West Coast, but it's warmer down there. San Diego plays up and down football, and they play very close football. But the Bengals coming off of a bye week with their win over Cleveland earlier, this has letdown written all over it. But after a game against Kansas City, I think San Diego's due for a bit of a letdown. Granted, this game wouldn't be too much of a letdown, but I think the Bengals are going to win this one 24-14 over San Diego. Next up, Denver at Kansas City. I'm sorry, but when you guys lose your two best pass rushers, and you already had a hard time sacking Peyton Manning last game as it was, you guys aren't going to win. I had the Broncos winning by a score of 31-23. Kansas City loses their third straight. Denver's not going to lose a game after that debacle in New England, I tell you. I just don't think they're going to lose. They're going to play this game like they want it. They're going to take out their anger of blowing a 24-point lead on poor Kansas City, and it's not going to be pretty. That's all I have to say. So picking the Broncos. Giants at Redskins. Sunday night, I'm picking the Giants to win. They're not really out of that NFC East race quite yet. Yeah, they've gotten swept by Dallas, but you know what? Anything can happen. It's the NFL. I have the Giants winning by a score of 20-6. The Redskins' offense is not clicking whatsoever. And I think the Giants are going to expose that a little. And everything's going to go to hell in Washington very quickly. And on the Monday Nighter, Saints at Seahawks. You guys may have noticed this about New Orleans. On the road, they are not the same team as they are at home. They almost beat the Patriots, yes. But losses to the Jets, near loss to the Falcons, and who is their other loss to? No, they've only lost those two games, okay. But they just don't really put up the numbers on the road as they do at home. And this is the home of home teams, the Seattle Seahawks, coming off a bye. Need I remind you guys? I think the Seahawks are going to win by a score of 38-34. I think the Saints are going to put up some points, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think the Seahawks are going to win. I think the game's going to be a lot not closer than the score suggests, further away from when the score suggests. I think the Saints are going to be playing from behind for the majority of the game. Those are my picks. Hope you like them. I'll do my power rankings very soon. And I hope you guys all have a very fun, safe Thanksgiving watching football, eating turkey. Have fun with family, and cherish the moments, because you don't know when you're going to see them again. And families, when it comes down to it, family is the most important thing in life. Always has been and always will be, not just for me. I guarantee you, for everyone watching this video, you all agree with me. Family, we wouldn't be here today if it weren't for family. And I'm thankful for every second of being with mine. And I know you guys are all thankful for being with yours too. So anyways, thank you for watching. Those are my picks. Enjoy the games tomorrow. Have a safe holiday. And I will see you next time. Thank you.